Roro Jonggrang. It is said that, a long time ago, in the special region of Yogyakarta, Central Java, Indonesia, there were two neighboring kingdoms. These kingdoms are the Penging Kingdom and the Baka Kingdom. The Penging Kingdom was a prosperous kingdom with fertile land. The kingdom was led by Prabu Damar Maya. He had a powerful and brave son, named Raden Bandung Bondowoso. Meanwhile, the Baka Kingdom was led by a man-eating giant, namely, Prabu Baka himself, who was assisted by Patagupala. Even though he comes from a nation of giants, he has a beautiful daughter named Roro Jonggrang. Once, Prabu Baka called for war on the Penging Kingdom to expand his power. Fighting resulted in death, starvation, and material loss. To end the war, Bandung Bondowoso was sent by his father to face Prabu Baka. Finally, Bandung Bondowoso succeeded in defeating Prabu Baka with his supernatural powers. Patagupala, Prabu Baka's subordinate who managed to escape, he immediately returned to the kingdom and reported to Roro Jonggrang that his father had been defeated by Bandung Bondowoso. The princess also mourned the death of her beloved father. Bandung Bondowoso then invaded the Baka Kingdom. However, that's where he met Roro Jonggrang and fell in love because of her beauty. Then his desire arose to propose to Roro Jonggrang. Unfortunately, the proposal was rejected because the princess did not want to marry someone who had killed her father. Then he found a way to refuse and put forward certain conditions to marry her. The first requirement is to build 2 wells called Jalatunda wells and build 1,000 temples overnight. Bandung Bondowoso agreed to Roro Jonggrang's requirements. Because of his strong powers, he asked for help from spirits to help him. The first condition is that Bandung Bondowoso can work on the well easily. But when he learned that the 1,000 temples were almost finished, Roro Jonggrang was anxious and afraid. He immediately ordered the lady in waiting to wake up the other ladies in waiting and the women in the village before dawn. They were told to burn straw on the east side and pound rice in a mortar, as well as scatter fragrant flowers. The atmosphere at that time became bright and noisy. A red glow appeared in the sky instantly, and the roosters crowed loudly. Hearing that voice, the spirits immediately left their work. They thought that it was morning and the sun would soon rise. At that time, there was only 1 temple left that had not been built. Seeing what happened, Bandung Bondowoso was furious. He knew that this was a ploy from his idol. Roro Jonggrang then came to count the number of temples, but less than 1 temple had been built. Bandung Bondowoso still couldn't believe it. He counted again, and sure enough, the number was still 1 less. With his supernatural powers, Bandung Bondowoso then cursed Roro Jonggrang to become the 1000th temple.